Credit card debt reached $1.08 trillion in U.S. According to CNBC, credit card debt reached $1.08 trillion in U.S. We are also skirting recession and yet to experience the full impact of interest rate increases, which will lead to further layoffs and more dependence on credit card debt. It is only a matter of time before this bubble bursts with significant repercussions. What is your investing strategy for next 3-5 years to benefit and profit on this situation? Higher prices, higher incomes, higher nominal debt. This stat is irrelevant without controlling for prices and incomes. Next, you're going to tell me that the country has more people than ever before. This figure on its own tells you absolutely nothing about the state of the economy or the consumer. My investing strategy over the next 3-5 years is to buy the market every 2 weeks. Because in 30 years the next 3-5 will be a blip. What is the serviceable debt? This very important information piece is missing. Skirting recession? Real GDP growth was 4.9 last quarter. It is only a matter of time before this bubble bursts with significant repercussions. Be very careful making assumptions like this when investing. Anytime someone tries to use a large number like $1.08 trillion rather than a percentage or a ratio or a per capita figure, they are likely trying to fool you. It worked on OP, but there's still hope for everyone else. We are also skirting recession. Citation needed. It is only a matter of time before this bubble bursts with significant repercussions. Citation needed. What is your investing strategy for next 3-5 years to benefit and profit on this situation? Ignore clickbait stories and enumerate doomer narratives. What is your investing strategy for next 3-5 years to benefit and profit on this situation? DCA and hold for 10-20 years down the line. Yay! Another bubble post. Also, I push most of my expenses through my credit card and pay the balance each month. Curious what percentage of the $1 trillion that kind of thing is. I pay my credit card off every payday. I only use it for an added layer of protection between my accounts and the world. The Amazon rewards points are nice too. Usually takes a good chunk out of holiday shopping expenses. I feel like I've been reading stuff like this for 20 years. My God, what did you buy? Credit card debt as of GDP and household disposable income has actually gone down so. 2-1 of US holds 40 trill and we are worried about 1 trill in credit card debt? Do you understand how inflation works? My guess is not. $3,000 per head doesn't seem like that much. Debt blowing up just sounds like an easy way to contract money supply again. Win-win. Buying good companies no matter what. 10 years down the line, it will be 2-3T, so what? Has anyone thought about the reverse implication? I personally opened a new credit card solely for zero intro APR. Immediately maxed it out literally $30 under my limit, and have paid off my HVAC over time so I can get my 4.60 HYSA yield in the interim. We are also skirting recession and yet to experience the full impact of interest rate increases, which will lead to further layoffs and more dependence on credit card debt. It is only a matter of time before this bubble bursts with significant repercussions. I can't take this seriously. Pundits have been repeating this statement for the last 2 years. It's almost like they're hoping the US economy fails. If you keep repeating this, it will eventually become true. I have zero CC debt and pay my CC bills on time every month. Am I doing something wrong here? Are we meant to be concerned? That's 4 of annual US GDP. How many people are late on payments? How many individuals are having their debt go up consistently month to month? A raw figure of $1 trillion is meaningless when more people than ever are recommended to put regular bills and groceries on their credit cards to build up a rating. And inflation. As long as they have the ability to clear the balance each month, there is no issue. In fact, you could argue an increase in credit card usage without delinquencies is a sign that people are comfortable spending, more financially secure, and working on a good credit score to borrow for a large purchase like a car or home down the line. My strategy does not change. It will stay the same until I die. People panic and make bad choices. Lol. What is this doomer nonsense? What a low-effort post. It's only a matter of time before the bubble bursts. Bet this guy has called 20 of the last 2 recessions. I don't need any stats to tell me things are getting worse. Apartment rent is going up. Car prices are more. Interest rates on mortgages are very high. Everyone I know complains about the cost of groceries. Wages may be up, but people are worse off. Fast food prices are crazy. People I know are cutting back on non-essential spending. Not to mention the potential bigger global conflict. I am glad to be 67 in cash T-bills and CDs. When the big boys are going to cash, something is brewing. I wish everyone success in whatever investment path you choose. Be careful and entrust your gut. That's not even 2008 CC debt level. Short by about $1.2 billion. The economy is booming. Thanks Obama. This year there are more people in the US than any prior year. More people, more credit card. Higher prices, larger credit card purchases. But this is offset by similar rising wages, and also majority of this are serviceable debt. This is an overall blown up headline that don't mean much to the overall economy. That seems ridiculously small. Are they counting all of it, or is there some kind of caveat to this metric, like only debt more than 1 billing cycle old? I guess I could buy a bank loan mutual fund and seek double-digit returns on high risk but diversified revolving debt. Just paid mine off zero balance FGM, which is half of the amount the government overspent in 10 months in 2023. I don't think credit card debit that took millions of people 50 years to reach is the same degree of problem as what the government did in 10 months. I work for one of the big banks in the Fortune 500 and can confirm I have never seen as much delinquencies, hardships, people carrying high balances on credit cards as I have than in today's economy. So what should we do? Short credit card and consumer stocks? V stock. What they are trying to imply is that people are reaching the spending limit on their credit cards. Consequently, when they will hit the limit, they will have to stop spending. With fewer purchases, the economy will decline and start a downward spiral into a recession. Is this true? Unless CNBC knows what the maximum credit limit is on all the country's credit cards. This is just unfounded speculation. I am personally waiting on Q3 credit card delinquency data. Anyone know how to get an idea of this metric without waiting months after each quarter's end? Damn, I am $37.45, $1.08 trillion of the national credit card debt. Does anyone know where I can find the historical data for credit card debt versus either GDP or household income? I've tried searching for this on Fred, but the only data series one can find is total household debt, which includes mortgages, etc. I'm interested in specifically credit card debt.